Hello, welcome back to Tarot Time with Andy. This is Teaching Tuesday. I will be covering the Kings and the Queens. Okay, so we're going to start with the cups on both, the King and the Queen. The King of Cups is a leader with, he leads with his heart. He has a lot of spiritual energy. And that salamander that's leaping out of his cup, that's kind of by his chest right here, is he guides everything with spirituality. It helps him guide him. So apparently that fish is spiritual. And in reverse, he becomes very abusive and emotional manipulator. Okay, so that is the King of Cups. With the Queen of Cups, she's very emotional, creative, goal-orientated, spiritual wealth as well. Both of them have spiritual abundance and spiritual wealth, the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. She is also about healing and the spiritual wealth. So in reverse, she is smothering, insecure, and she suffers from addiction. I'll do the symbology after I've gone through all this. King of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is the master of the coin. He is the banker. He is kind of like you're an accountant, very successful. He's a mogul, CEO. He's just someone, he's also kind of referred to as father knows best card. In reverse, he breaks the law. He's willing to do whatever it takes, and he is failing. And also in reverse, it's the bully card. He becomes a bully. His energy becomes very bully-like. That is the King of Cups, King of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, upright. She is material success, and she has a lot going on. So she's very busy and successful. Probably entrepreneur, she's probably has a great job, good paying job. She's very abundant, has some independence since she has material success. In the reverse, she kind of loses all her luster. She becomes very greedy, envious, and dependent. Okay, so that is that. The Swords, King of Swords. King of Swords. The King of Swords. King of Swords is the stern guy. I got my notes here. I don't want to lose anything here to tell you guys. Stern guy. He's known as the stern guy. He is justice and truth. He's very concerned with justice and truth. He is very intellectual, authority. He's the mastery of the mind. And he uses reason and logic over emotions. So does the Queen of Swords. They both use their logic over their emotions. Neither one of them allow their emotions to take hold. So they're not going to get bent out of shape over their emotions. Neither one of them will. So they stay with that logical side. And in reverse, the King of Swords is a power monger. He's got zero integrity, and he is known as the abusive father in the reverse. Tongue lashing, can't control his verbal abuse. So he becomes very verbally abusive to the family or to anyone around him, works with, whoever. He's just going to be very, very verbally abusive. So that is that. The Queen of Swords is very cool and logical also, doesn't use her emotions. She's not going to lose her head over her emotions. She will shut them down. She's capable of shutting them down and to go with her logic. She is also a thought leader, just like he is, of course, but she's not at quite the mastery of the king. But she is a thought leader. She likes to nurture your ideas, she says. Nurture your ideas. So in the reverse, she becomes very cold, bitter, and cruel. Cold, bitter, and cruel. So that's that. And then now we have the Wands. I'm going to start with the Queen of Wands. What we have here is the Queen of Wands she loves the spotlight. She's very confident. It's also the Phoenix rising. And she is very progressive and seductive, very seductive. In reverse, she becomes very low vibe, very angry, and she's, just low energy, just very low vibe in that sense. She loses all her enthusiasm. her cheerfulness because it being wand. So not a very cheerful individual to be around. So, and with the King of Wands, the King of Wands is straightforward. He's very straightforward, and he is an entrepreneurial. She probably was being entrepreneurial also. She's also an entrepreneurial because the wand is entrepreneurial. So they're both entrepreneurs. Very straightforward and confident. In reverse, they all become very abusive when they're in the reverse position. All the kings and queens all become toxic individuals in the reverse position. They all become basically low vibe people, to be quite honest with you. So with the reverse and the wands, it's the God complex. He sputters out. He ends up having sort of this dictator energy and very low vibe. I would say also has sexual issues because the wand's in reverse, you know. So that's how that is in reverse. So let's get to some symbology. A symbology I had to put on a different paper. I don't want to miss anything. So with the King of Swords, King of Swords, where is that swords card? Here we go, King of Swords. There are some butterflies. Where are the butterflies? Well, some of them have butterflies. This one doesn't have butterflies, but if you see butterflies, that is about transformation. So with the swords, with the king and the queen, he actually, yeah, he has a very high back to his throne here, just like what we see with the wands. That's like limitless spirit. That's like being connected to spirit when you have a really high throne like that. So he has some spiritual connection with his intellect, is what that is saying, with the King of Swords. And what else? Yeah, higher knowledge. That throne being so high up is higher knowledge. And as you see it with the Queen of Swords, she doesn't have that. She doesn't have that, but he does. But he does have it with his King of Wands, though. But both the wands have it, but they gypped out on the female and didn't give it to her. That's not nice. Okay, so that is the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords symbology is the sword is her truth. But she doesn't have that high throne. She really doesn't. Let's see, let's get to the Pentacles. The Pentacles in symbology. The King of Pentacles, there's a lot of vines and grapes surrounding him, all in front of him. He's got all these vines and grapes. That just shows he has everything, total abundance. And that scepter he's holding in his hand shows he's the boss. He's the boss man. With the female version, Queen of Pentacles, there's a rabbit in the imagery, and that rabbit represents fertility. Okay, fertility. And with the cups symbology, the king has a ship that represents journey. The fish is subconscious emotions. That fish is giving him that spiritual energy, which he rules with his spiritual energy. It helps lead him with that spiritual energy, with love, that connection to higher source with his love. And with the Queen of Cups symbology, she's got a cherub in there, and that is her spirit connection. So for her, it's the cherub. There's a cherub hiding under her chair here. That's her spirit connection. And for him, his spirit connection is his fish. So that is the symbology. So they both have spirit connection, but they're different symbols for that spirit connection. So anyways, I'm feeling pretty tired today. I've had a long day. So I'm going to leave it there for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Until next time, like and subscribe. Bye-bye.